it is because we want to make sure everybody can keep up with their people. But I want to welcome everybody again. This is our 5K weekend, Money and Power. We're moving forward. Tomorrow is Friday. It's here, guys. This is it. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to be moving forth. We're going to be getting people signed up, getting them in, getting paid. A bit of good news is that, we did a tally now for the people that's been here. It's probably going to sound, like wow to you, but for the 2-week period that we ran, guys, catch these numbers, man. Some people saying that, man, this is impossible. How are they doing this? Can this be done? But for the 2-week period that we ran, within that 2-week period, we did over $109,000. Wow. Over $109,000 was made in this group within, the 2-week period. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you that we can do it? Yeah, we can do it. Everybody just have to, get in here and do the work. That told us right there that we could do it, for us to see, that you guys actually made over $109,000 collectively as a team. So the proof is in the pudding, as they say, and there's the pudding right there. $109,000, guys, you made in Bitcoin. So isn't that exciting? Some of you guys ought to be shouting. Y'all don't know where to shout at. Shout go right there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some programs, they're not making any money in them. They just sitting in them, paying auto ships and all of that. And you guys are actually going to sit over here as a team and have done over $109,000. So that just tells me that you can do this. This isn't hard. This isn't rocket science. It's just a science to it. Okay?
People wondering how can they access once they have gotten $5,500. How can they access it? And I've been telling them, I said, well, Bitcoin ATMs are coming up all over your location. I don't know if I'm doing justice. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. But I give the website where you can find Bitcoin ATM. I said it's up to you what you want to do with it.
Exactly. I mean, the Bitcoin machines are out there. I mean, that's really a no-brainer, guys. I mean, just go Google it. Google your area and see where the Bitcoin machines is at. But then at the same time, now I'm speaking for the United States because I don't know how they do Bitcoin in other countries, but for the United States, there's no reason for you not to have a BitPay card. I mean, the debit card is available to you. Pay the $10 in Bitcoin, get the BitPay card. So that way you don't even have to go to an ATM. Everything that you need is right there on that debit card where you can swipe and move forward. So, really you got to apply yourself to this. It's not hard to cash this out. Somebody was asking me about, well, why is it only one particular payment process? And I see that conversation was going on and on in the group. And you must understand something, guys. And this is just where I'm at with it. Everything is not for everybody. There's no rule nowhere in the world say that you got to be a part of everything. If it don't fit, don't force it. If you somebody that can't get Bitcoin, that can't do something like that, man, there's 1,000 programs on Facebook you could join that accept PayPal. There's 1,000 programs that accept Google Wallet, Square Cash, or whatever, right? So this just don't force this down somebody's throat because they can't necessarily participate, right? You don't want to do that. If you're dealing with people that's having trouble with the time frames because of their country, guys, don't force them into this because they're an easy sign up. You see what I'm saying? That's not what we're here to do. If they can't comfortably work within this program, right, within this business model, then it's just not for them. Yeah, it's $5,000, right? But it doesn't matter if it's $100,000 if you can't get to it, right? So let's be courteous in that aspect, guys. Do not just pile people here because they're saying, well, yeah, they want in. Everybody want $5,000. Anybody here that don't want $5,000? Is anybody here? Wave your hand if you don't want $5,000. Okay, then. So that's common sense on our part. But you got to understand, it's not for everybody. They actually had the nerve to be in the group complaining because we only got Bitcoin over there. Right? I don't remember putting a gun up to nobody's head making them come into this. Okay? So, you know, everything isn't for you, and everything isn't for everybody that you're trying to get into it. All right? If they have a problem with Bitcoin, tell them this ain't for you. I tell a lot of people, hey, this isn't for you because we're dealing strictly with Bitcoin. You only want to deal with PayPal. This isn't for you. Why would I bring on an extra headache for me? What sense would that make? The same, it's got to be the same with you guys. Don't every $100 ain't a good $100. You know what I'm saying? Know how to say, well, this isn't for this person. If they're complaining about the time already and they're complaining about this, you know, it isn't for them, guys. Okay. All right, moving forward. Okay. Everybody, is anyone here new? Anyone new? Okay, so we got a lot of veterans. Okay, good. The program is simple, guys. You come in. Matter of fact, let's go into that right quick. I want to keep this as simple as possible for you. We don't want you to complicate this, guys. Please don't complicate this, because if you complicate it, you're complicating it for no apparent reason. This is a 5-day, it's a 5K weekend program based upon you bringing in people, based upon you being able to successfully bring 5 people in on your team. You want to be able to do this each and every week, right? You want to be able to talk to 5 people. That means if you talk to one person a day, Monday through Friday, you can take Saturday and Sunday off like you a banker. That's it. Just sit there and get paid. Who can't do that, right? So what we're looking at is this, guys. We kick off, right, on every Friday. We kick off at 12 p.m. Central, 11:59 p.m. We end it on Friday. That means that no other $100 payments are being accepted on Friday. We had some of you guys messaging us, well, I got some people that didn't make it in on Friday. Can they come in? No. They didn't make it on Friday. They can't get in until next Friday, which is tomorrow. It's not a problem, right? That means that the anticipation should be built up, and they should also, by this time, have their 5 people that's ready to go. Right? It's not a bad thing. This lasts until 11:59 p.m. Then at 12 midnight, going into Saturday, we go into our $250 day, which lasts again up until 11:59. You cannot bring anybody in from the 100 on the $250 day. You cannot bring anybody in from the 1,000 because they want to get in quick on the $250 day. It has to be based upon $250. That's what makes this program unique. We don't want to be like everybody else on Facebook, right? That way you can take this off of Facebook and go out there and actually help real people with real problems looking for real solutions. Okay? On Saturday, coming out at 11:59, hitting Sunday at 12 a.m., we run from 12 a.m. on Sunday morning till 8 p.m. Central Time, right? It's up to you to check those time frames and coordinate your time with that. It's not up to us. It's up to you. Check the time frame. Coordinate the time frame with Central Time. Google it. Google it. That's all you got to do. And it'll tell you what time it is. So you'll know what time to tell your team to be ready. Very important, guys. Now, when you look at our daily entries and our daily payouts, we have $100, which is Friday, $250, which is Saturday, $1,000, which is Sunday. So if you come in with your 110, right, say you pay your 110 on Friday, you got your 5 people with you right here, that's $500 you've earned in just that fast amount of time. Then when Friday bleeds into Saturday, you have your $250 set ready to go. Pay your sponsor $250, leaving you $250. You've already made $250 in one day. If you look at minus your investment, $500. So then that's $250. Then what happens on Saturday, as your people are paying you at $250, just like you did your sponsor, if you have your 5 people duplicating your effort, because duplication is the key, guys, that's going to give you $1,250. Very simple. From the $1,250, you do not run to the mall on Saturday and blow it all. You're going to save $1,000 of that, and you're going to have $250 left over. On Sunday, when Saturday bleeds into Sunday, you guys are going to have $1,000 to give your sponsor. You don't have to wait all day to give it to them. The minute that clock say midnight, hit them with that money. Bam, $1,000 times the 5 people duplicating your efforts because you paid your sponsor $1,000. That's $5,000. Nothing else to invest. Nothing else left to invest. Nothing else left to invest. No more purchases. So that means you get to keep the whole 5K, the whole 5 racks. Stay with you. When you add that 5 racks with the 250 from the Friday and the Saturday, that gives us our total that we looked at. 5,500. Very easy, guys. Let's break it down for the layman term. This your sponsor. This you. You're going to give your sponsor $100. You're going to pay your $10 administrative fee to set up your platform on Friday. Then you're set. You're going to have your 5 great people that's following you ready to go. When each one of them give you $100 on Friday, that's going to give you a total of $500. From your $500, you're going to upgrade on Saturday to your sponsor. If your 5 people successfully have their 5 people with them, that simply means one thing, that they're going to be upgrading too. When? Just like you, on Saturday, they're going to be upgrading for that 250 just like you did. So when your 5 got their 5, remember, they're upgrading too, guys. So that means money is steady coming up. You're forced into Saturday automatically just by showing up with your 5. So the first responsibility of upgrading is on you, not your downline. It's on you. If you show up with your 5, you're automatically pushed into Saturday. Then when your 5 get their 5, that automatically pushes you into Sunday. Right here. See their 5? That means that each one of them now is giving up 500 to your downline member, who now has 250 each, which is going to give you 250 times the 5. That multiplication brings us right back here. Right? 1250. There's your 1,000 you needed for Sunday. Do you see how simple that is? Very simple math, guys. This is your hardest part right now is not worrying about your 5's 5, but worrying about who 5? Your 5. Do not take the weight of the world on your shoulder in this, guys. You're responsible for how many? Now, let's say, for instance, somebody don't get their 5. Then you just come back next week with the rest of them. There is no time frame on this. We're not in no rush. This isn't a marathon, right? Everybody still want to hit what? Do it matter if you hit 5,500? I mean, it would be great if you hit 5,500 week 1. Does it matter if it's week 2? Could you use 5,500 in 2 weeks? Could you use 5,500 in 3 weeks? What about 4 weeks? Some people work all year and get excited because they got an income tax check coming at the end of the year. That's about this much. See? So guys, come on. You can do this. This isn't rocket science. It's a science to it. Any question? Yes.
Let's say you on Saturday, you at 250 level, and somehow you don't get up to the $1,000 level.
Exactly. You carry it to the next week. Hold that money, and then when next week comes, whoever you got coming in on Friday, because remember, you're supposed to be getting a new fresh, right? You're supposed to be getting a new fresh 5 coming in. And if you're not at the $1,000 level on Saturday, that means that some of the people you had with you initially didn't pay the $250. So you have some $250 payments coming on next week and some $100 payments coming on next week. You automatically going to land on the 1,000. Because you got new people coming in, that's 500.
It's a passive bill.
Yep. There's no way to, to mess this up.
I'm finding so many people that I talk to, you already hit on it. I said, work on your 5. Don't be concerned about.
Right, work on your 5. Work on your 5. That's all you got to do. That's it. If you communicate with them the whole weekend, you'll be set. You will be good to go, guys. That's all you got to do. Work on your 5. You will be gravy. You'll be good. And let them work on their 5. You can't run the whole ship. Of course, you're their sponsor and you're asking, do you got your 5? How is it looking? Blah, 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 right? That's cool. But work on your 5. Because remember, what do you got to have next week? Another 5.
New 5,
And remember something, we're only using 5 for illustration